month of June has just begun, and it is time for the Solid Signal podcast. Welcome, my friends, to the week of June 1st, 2015. And I'll tell you what I spent yesterday doing. I spent yesterday binge watching Transparent on Amazon Instant Video. I may be the last person to finally get to that show, or maybe you haven't gotten to it yet. I will tell you that it was not my cup of tea. I did see the entire season, and I thought I would give it a fair and honest shot. I do like complex dramas with a little bit of comedy. I do like difficult situations, but this one just didn't do it for me. But I'm not here to talk about that specifically. It did bring up the question of whether or not we're really better off with all of these a la carte options that we have today. I'm old enough to remember when your choices for television were basically broadcast TV and, if you were lucky, a little bit of cable and HBO. But when it came to original programming, there wasn't a whole lot more than you could get on just your VHF stations. And I'm first one to admit that television is a lot more complex now. Television's a lot more interesting, and the shows that you find are better. However, I think about the way that we get all of this content, and that it's gotten to the point where you're really subscribing to each channel, each streaming service, for really one or two shows. You want Game of Thrones or John Oliver, you better have HBO, $15 a month in most cases. You want Big Bang Theory and you can't get it over an antenna, CBS All Access, or you're going to need cable or satellite. Transparent, as I said, Amazon Instant Video. Orange is the New Black is the extreme province of Netflix, and you won't get it anywhere else. And you end up subscribing to an awful lot of stuff for just a little bit of content on each one. That's not exactly what the promise of a la carte was it? You know, the thought about a la carte and all of this diversity and everything was that we would be able to get just the content we wanted without having to get a lot of stuff that we don't. And what seems to have happened in a lot of cases is you have to subscribe to a lot of different services that give you a lot of stuff that you don't want just to get that one thing that you do. Oh, I love Netflix, and I'm sure that you do too, but let's be honest, there's thousands and thousands of movies on there and television shows that you have no interest in. Oh, sure, you want to get that one, that Orange is the New Black, or that Lilyhammer, or whatever it takes to light you up. But in order to do that, you either have to have a full Netflix subscription or you end up paying an awful lot of money, if it's even available on iTunes or Google Play. The third option, of course, is to get it illegally. I personally don't do any streaming of torrents or any downloading of copyrighted material that I shouldn't. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on a podcast that's going out to the entire internet. I'm saying it because it's just not worth my time, and I'm lucky that the folks at Solid Signal pay me enough that I can afford the entertainment options that I want. Still, the streaming, torrenting economy is out there, and it's growing because people just don't want to pay for everything when they only want one thing. And when they want that one thing, they don't want to pay a ton of money for it. Looking at Game of Thrones, for example, Game of Thrones is available on iTunes and Google Play. You can get it in a lot of places. But you're going to end up paying a lot of money. For those 4 episodes a month, you're going to pay almost as much as you were going to pay for an entire month of HBO. So you figure, oh, well, why not? And it's just easier that way anyway. This just isn't what we were sold, folks. It's exactly what some people said would happen when people started talking about a la carte. Too many choices, all of them costing way too much money. You know, if I'm a fan of one company in specific, it's DirecTV. I've been a DirecTV fan for many years, as a proud subscriber, and I guess when I really think about it, I'd love an option that could give me everything that I wanted all on DirecTV, including the stuff that I'm getting now from Netflix, including the stuff that I'm getting now from Amazon Instant Video, from Hulu, what have you. I'd like it all in one place. Wouldn't you? That may not seem like a la carte, but to me, it sounds like TV heaven.